What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Pegasus, bringing it back to you guys in Remnant from the Ashes, and today we're taking an all-new look at the build known as the Scar of the Twisted Sentinel. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so jumping here into the character sheet. For my handgun, I am using the Magnum Revolver. For the weapon mod, I am using the Veil of the Black Tear. For the long gun, I'm using the shotgun with the weapon mod known as Iron Sentinel. For my melee, I'm using Scar of the Jungle Gods. For the armor set, I'm using the Sentinel set. For the helmets, the chest, as well as the pants. The Sentinel set is also known as the Leto set. From there, I'm using the Twisted Idol for the necklace. The first ring I'm using is Soul Link, and the second ring I'm using is Burden of the Follower. So with all that being said, let's jump over into traits. So it goes without saying, at the end of the day, you can capitalize on each and every trait within the course of the game to fully minimax any type of build that you happen to be utilizing or just demonstrating for that purpose alone. But at the end of the day, what you really want to focus on is going to be these three main talents that you see here. The first one's going to be Spirit for mod power generation, because you're going to need it. Then from there, you're going to want to do Concentration for mod duration. And then last but not least, you're going to want to have this guy here for increased healing effectiveness. I'm not going to pronounce it because I always do it wrong. So at the end of the day, just take a look here. This is the final trait you want to get this build started. But enough about all that. Let's go ahead and get into the action. Alright, so I'm running here on the Tangled Pass. I am on Earth playing on Nightmare mode, and today we'll take a look at the thoughts, ideas, and the general breakdown of the build. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. So one of the reasons I ended up going for the Magnum as my secondary gun was just because I wanted something to be able to utilize at longer base range, and I think the Magnum really synergizes really well with the shotgun because I could swap over to the Magnum, do the one shot off the Magnum, swap back to the shotgun, do the one shot off the shotgun, pretty much applying a 1-2 punch, which will allow me to basically annihilate anything that's coming within my pass, so I don't have to worry about it, as well as being able to do a good chunk of damage to the elite targets before they even happen to get to me. One of the other cool aspects is that I ended up utilizing the bubble on the Magnum, was just because of the fact I'm not proccing the bubble as often as what I need to, unless it's like an elite based situation or I am getting overrun, so I don't need it to charge as quickly, just because I can utilize it later on more for those particular set scenarios. And on the shotgun, I have the Sentinel applied just because I'm utilizing the Sentinel a lot more, so I need it on the primary to be able to charge it a lot faster, to be able to sufficiently heal with the actual Sentinels, as well as being able to apply nice single target damage or deal with a lot of AoE combatants that I happen to be running into when I run into like small groups or anything of the such. So it works out really well in my favor. What's also cool is with this particular build is that not only do you have the ability to capitalize on being able to fortify your set location, but basically not only you fortifying that location, but you're also utilizing the Sentinel turrets to be able to continuously heal you. So it works out a lot better in your favor just because of the fact that you're creating this set area that you pretty much control. You're applying single target damage, AoE output damage, nothing can get in, and if they do get in, then they got to deal with you. And that's where the Scar of the Jungle God comes in for your melee weapons. Not only do they allow you to apply bleed stacks, but they also are fast, lightweight, and with the heavy armor using off of with the Sentinel set, you're able to deal with any combatant that happens to come your way, sufficiently heal off of the turrets, as well as being able to apply stacks of bleed, single target based damage, as well as being able to take that set damage that's being applied to you with the increased armor value you're getting off of Twisted Idol, as well as being able to utilize the increased armor value that you're being able to get to not only fortify yourself, but you're also getting the other perk, which also lowers the overall like a competence rating of the actual armor, which allows you to dodge and being able to get out of the way a lot faster if you need to. It's not like the fastest dodge in the world or anything along those lines. As you can see, it is pretty slow. However, you can still do it if you do need it, which will allow you to go about being able to reposition accordingly, being able to get yourself situated that much easier by being able to course arrest your actions a little bit easier with that dodge, even though it happens to be pretty slow. What's also cool is the fact that this suit just looks badass. It plays really nice into the overall factor of the color scheme of the armor set, as well as being able to tie into the dome, the sentinels. Everything just synergizes really nice, and it just makes it for an all-around super fun melee based build. Also, because of the fact that we have the ring Burden of the Follower, I can charge on my mods that much faster, and because all of my weapons are single target based damage and none of them are going to be burst fired weapons, I don't really suffer from the penalty of Burden of the Follower, where it reduces my overall fire rate speed because it's all single target damage anyway. So I can just apply single target damage, and then from there I end up getting my mods back that much faster, and then I end up swapping back, popping down the sentinels, popping down the overshield, and then from there just going to town with the Scar of the Jungle Gods and just really lacing into my my enemies. Of course, you won't end up running into every enemy that you can go about meleeing, but once you can, it's a lot of fun. You get a really good synergy, everything ties in really effectively, and it's a really good time, and you have a lot of survivability with this as long as your sentinels are up, just because the amount of armor value you have with the overall build, it just makes it so good. And because you are using Soul Link, you're just healing off of everything that the sentinels end up shooting. They don't have to kill the target, they just got to deal damage, and from there they won't end up hurting you. So just go to town. You can have them in a little Thunderdome, and anything that walks into that dome is pretty much dead from you utilizing the Scar on them. So it just works out really well. But yeah, overall, that's going to be it for the build, guys. Let me know your thoughts right down below in the comment section, or if you guys want to go about seeing anything else, let me know right down below in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to and hit the bell, so that way when I do upload any more Remnant content or any other future content for any other types of games, you're not missing out. You're going to be able to get notifications for it. You'll be able to post your feedback in the comment section, ask any questions, be able to post any ideas you might have, as well as be able to stay tuned with any latest greatest content I do end up uploading. So keep that in mind, so be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell for that. And from there, if you have any other questions or concerns, post them down below in the comment section. But yeah, that's going to be it, guys. I'm going to let the gameplay roll out in the background. If you haven't already, be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and I hope to see you guys real soon. Later.